Hello, it's Ben with the DIY Homefront. And Christmas is over and I've gone through my closet and I've gotten rid of some old clothes. And I just was going to show you how you can recycle those clothes into some useful shop rags. So here it is. Alright, you can see a pile of old pajamas and shirts and work shirts and whatnot that I'm going to cut up for rags. And I've actually taken the drawer out of my toolbox that has all my other rags in it, and I'm going to go through this real quick and I'm going to sort through. There's some things that aren't that absorbent in there and I've got plenty, so I'm just going to keep what soaks up spills and paint and oil. So as I go through these, I'm just sort of sorting them out for size. These are like shirt material. They're not all that absorbent, but they are a great size. So over time, as I've made new rags, this drawer has filled up with just odd shapes. So old towels and washcloths make good rags too. I'll just stack everything on top of an existing pile, take the scissors and cut everything to the same shape so the stack's nice and neat, and throw all the leftover scraps in the trash and be done with it. I know it seems silly, but a lot of this started when my mother passed away. She was really into recycling and subscribed to, I believe it was called Mother Earth magazine, for years and years and years, long before it was popular. Anyway, she never wasted anything. And a lot of her sheets and rags and shirts and stuff like that were too wore out to go to Goodwill, but I hated to just throw them away. So I ended up cutting them into rags. And you might think that would be a little bit morbid, but really in some ways it was the best way to honor my mom, because she would have done the same thing. And every time I grab one of these and use them, it brings a small memory of my mother back to me. So even though it's silly and time consuming, it's emotionally rewarding doing this. So anyway, I've gone through all the old stuff and cleaned everything up. And you might wonder why I have so many socks. Well, when I spray painted for the longest time, I didn't use the rubber gloves. I just would put a sock on, and when I got done, I'd throw it away. Socks make great paint masks. They also are awful good if you want to use them to put finish on wood. You can put that rubber glove on underneath it, and then dip this into the to the stain and just smear it all around the wood. Anyway, I think I've said anyway a couple times, but that's what the socks are for. So towels seem to be the easiest thing to turn into rags. Fold them over on top of themselves, a couple of cuts, and you're all done. T-shirts are the same way too. You can stack or fold them in such a way that you can cut a bunch of pieces at once. Pants legs, you just lay them out and cut. I found it easier this time having a drawer inside, because when I cut my stacks, I cut them in such a way that they would fit inside of the drawer, where when I take a stack outside, I just seem to be shoving everything on top. Last but not least, it's time to clean up. Well, that took a little longer than I wanted it to, but let me show you what we've got accomplished. All right, when I pulled the drawer out, I've got some loose rags up top that are absorbent. They're t-shirt material. If I've got something that I really want to soak up a bunch with, I've got some towels. I've got my mom's handkerchief that always reminds me of her. And then I've got stuff that's not that absorbent, but it's really good for wiping things off. Like if you wanted to take some mineral spirits and clean the label off of something, or put some stain on some wood. Well, that's it for me. I'm going to go put this back into the tool cart that it came out of. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.